What's up, and welcome to 5280 Film Room.
We're a Colorado sports podcast by fans for fans.
Please subscribe, rate, and review, and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
You can also email us your input, questions, and ideas at 5280filmroom@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening. What's up, Rockies fans? Before we jump in, if you live in Colorado, you know the housing market is absolutely insane. So if you're looking to buy a house or sell a house, check out our guy, Still Krause with Osgood Team Real Estate. He is one of my all-time favorite people, super great guy, and would be a huge help to you. You can reach him at 303-587-5417 to find your home field advantage. That's my favorite line that I've made up pretty much ever. Find your home field advantage. Speaking of home field advantage, the Rockies are going to be back at Coors Field on Sunday for Game 3 of this series versus the Brewers, which is a good thing because it has not been looking good in Milwaukee.
I'm definitely looking forward to watching the Rockies in person since we will all be attending that game. And I think we'll definitely need some hometown screaming in our starters' faces so that they can turn their bats around, I guess.
Yeah, because the pitching has been really good throughout the first two games. And Miller Park is a good hitting park. So I was expecting the Rockies offense to, maybe not go off, but, score more than 2 runs in a game.
Well, and
Use your words.
As minimal as the batting has been, like, we've gotten very minimal hits throughout. Like, this was the first game tonight where we had significant amount of hits from our main core.
Yeah, because yesterday in Game 1, we had 1 hit through 8 innings, and that was a triple by Cargo. And that was with 2 outs, so of course the next batter got out, so we didn't score.
Right.
But at least, we had base runners tonight, and we had plenty of opportunities to score. But
Stranding them.
But everything we feared wouldn't happen did happen. And it was like we had runners in scoring position with the right people at the plate to bring them in.
On multiple occasions.
And it didn't happen. And it's like, if you go 0 for 20 or whatever with leaving these dudes in scoring position, it's got to break at some point, right?
You would think so. With an offense like the Rockies, you would think so.
Well, and who in this locker room is going to rally this team? Who is going to take it upon themselves to forcibly break this funk from a psychological standpoint? Because they looked defeated from, the 3rd inning on.
I would say it's probably... My guess is going to be Cargo. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's got to be one of those veteran guys. Arenado, Cargo, Desmond. It's got to be one of those guys. I mean, Parra, he's been fine offensively. He's batting 500 so far in the series.
He's showing up.
Yeah, but he's
about the only one showing up for the batting
And
wise.
he's passionate, too. He's yelling, he's screaming, he's throwing shit around.
I mean, we'll see. Iannetta snapped that bat like it was nothing. He was so mad today.
Great to see.
Maybe he'll get everybody riled up. There was just a lack of energy, and there was no fight in them tonight.
I think there was fight. I just don't think there was any discipline.
Okay.
They were swinging at everything.
A lot of frustration.
Oh yeah,
especially our big hitters. Story and Arenado were not having good at bats.
No.
Yeah, and swinging out of desperation instead of tactfully.
It's tied 0-0, and they're swinging like they're trying to get a walk off in the 13th inning.
And it's the 3rd.
Yeah, with 0 outs. It's come on, guys.
And they're swinging at pitches way outside the zone. It's just be patient, work the count, just have a good at bat. They're not having good at bats. I mean, Arenado's hit the ball hard a few times in the series so far, and he's got 1 RBI and he's got 3 hits. I mean, Story is just striking out like crazy. I just think he needs to get on base, whether it's from a hit or a walk, just to get over that hump and to build his confidence.
And that's probably a big issue with how young a lot of our stars are. These guys don't have either a ton of playoff experience or they have zero playoff experience. Like our deep runners are what? Holiday and Cargo.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Well, Cargo doesn't have a lot of playoff experience either.
No.
Yeah. And I think the players' emotions and feelings is going to get the best of them, or is getting the best of them, rather. Being in a loud crowd like Milwaukee is, and I mean, it's playoff baseball. Everyone's crowd is going to show out. So I think I'm happy with how the Rockies have played these last two games, but it's very frustrating knowing that we have the bat power to put up 6 to 8 runs. And we had a lot of issues during the regular season where it was like, hey, we're putting up 8 runs, but our bullpen is giving up 10 runs. And now it's like, hey, our pitchers are doing their job, the starters, the bullpen, and now there's no bats. Like, they've gone ice cold. And I think moving forward, they might have got those jitters out of the way. Like, let's go back home to Coors Field.
Let's hope so.
We got our loud crowd, the cold, high atmosphere up here now.
Right.
It's probably going to be... It's going to dip down
brisk.
to like the 50s on Sunday.
Possibly rainy.
So there's going to be some elements, and I think they will do better. I'm looking for a win. I mean, everyone's kind of anticipating us to win these 2 at home and then force a Game 5. But hopefully, if that happens, the Rockies will know what they need to do to get it done in Game 5 in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I just hope the offense can just calm down when they're at the plate. Like, they seem a little too amped up. And the pitchers, like, no matter what the situation is, like, the pitchers just seem calm and collected.
So sure and steady.
And so poised. And they've looked amazing.
Backwards from what we're used to as Rockies fans. Being able to depend on our pitching staff and being fed up with our offense is not what we are used to.
No, exactly. And it's kind of a nice change because pitching is what wins games.
For sure.
Like, we've been in both of these games. Like, it seems like the Brewers should have blown us out in both these games. Just because the offense has been non-existent and they've had a lot of base runners on. But the pitchers have been able to get out of that. And the pitchers just seem to have that confidence that the offense doesn't have. Like, Arenado and Story, I think they just need to just relax a little bit.
Well, and to all the other fans going to the game on Sunday, plan accordingly. Yeah, it's going to be cold. It might be a little rainy.
Bring a
We're
poncho.
Coloradans. Like, we're fine. I have stood at a Broncos game for 4 hours with a bunch of people in, like, 7-degree weather, and everyone stuck it out and cheered their faces off. We have to do that for our Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, one of
We
us is
have
probably
to
going to be
show
in
up.
flip-flops. So,
Jordan. So, don't be a wuss. Get ready for it to be cold. Bring all your layers, because it's probably going to be a long game. And we have to stick it out, fans. We have to.
I mean,
because otherwise, what's the point of home field advantage if you don't have your whole fan base there screaming their faces
well,
off?
there's also the fact that Milwaukee plays indoors.
Right.
Which is, I don't know how much that will help us, but it definitely will play
Pansies.
into it.
They're not prepared for the elements.
They don't even know.
I'm pretty sure they live in worse elements than we
They
do.
do.
They probably do. Yeah.
That's why they
But they
have
don't
a
have
dome.
to work in them. They just
That's
drive
true.
in them. And
I mean, the
Go
Rockies
outside.
All
do
that
have
stuff.
the
Yeah.
coldest MLB game of all time. And they won in
Of course
extra
we do.
innings.
When was that?
no surprise to me.
It was like 5, 6, 7 years ago. I felt
Kinda recent.
so bad for them. Well, the pitchers, they don't wear long sleeves because it constricts them.
Yeah.
When they went into overtime and they pitched like 10 or 11 innings, it's like, God, this is the worst time to play a long game. It's like 23 degrees out.
Oh my goodness. It won't be that cold on Sunday. Thank
No.
goodness.
Probably at least
But
double that.
We just absolutely have to find the magic again and click in and just play. Like, the energy when you're watching the guys in the dugout and even up at bat, it's just this kind of frantic freak out vibe. Nolan Arenado was munching down on sunflower seeds like it was
He went
going
through
out
like
of style.
probably like 5 different bags.
Yeah,
And it was just
he
like
destroyed
his
them.
mouth
10
was
pounds.
just going so
Don't like
quick.
this
I'm
flavor.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And
Look.
enjoy this. Enjoy this moment. Play the game. Bangerang.
Well, it's baseball. Like in football, like you have to be amped up on every play. In baseball, it's a slow game. Like you just have to get in that mental mindset to where you're relaxed.
Right.
Like you're ready to make the big hit, but you're relaxed and you're not going to swing at bad pitches.
Because if you've got adrenaline going from start to finish, you're going to make mistakes, and that's what we've been seeing.
And that's when you give up runs.
Yeah.
And swing at nonsense pitches you know better than to swing at.
Yeah. So on Sunday, like I want to see Arenado, Story, and Desmond all step up
and hit 2-run shots.
Like 2 for
Yes.
4, 3 for 4 kind of games.
I'll just get on base, help
Just
your
I
team.
don't care about it.
Help your team. Like
Yep.
Story and Desmond can steal bases when they get on base. Arenado, I want to see a home run from him, but I think Story just get on base, whether it's a walk, maybe lean into a pitch, get hit, like just get on base because then you can steal a base.
Get that adrenaline running.
Yeah.
Well, and
A little bit more.
after losing tonight, what was it, 4-0? We're
Yeah.
definitely
Shut
going to be
out.
looking to put a lot of runs up. And yeah, I mean, my biggest qualm from this postseason so far has been with Arenado. Like he started out the season talking about how it would be hard to want to play for a team that wasn't a contender. And it was kind of a tongue-in-cheek message to the Rockies, but now you're here, you're in the playoffs, you're one of, 8 teams fighting for the World Series. It's like you can't say we're not a contender now, and we need you to step up.
And what sucks is like Arenado, he has 1 RBI and 3 hits in the series, which is a bad stat line. But he's been one of the best hitters for the Rockies.
I think it's definitely a pivotal point in Arenado's career right now to show not just the Rockies management, but the rest of the league that he can be a leader for other players to look up to. And, you're definitely right, Jordan. He can't let his excitement and adrenaline get the best of him and try to be explosive in a game where it takes patience and waiting for the right pitch and not trying to force something.
Well, and I do wonder if part of that kind of manic energy we're seeing from him right now is a direct reflection of those quotes that he said earlier in the season.
His passion for
I
the
think
game.
I think it's a lot of pressure that he put on himself by saying, I want to play for a contender, and now here we are, and I think he's over-analyzing the fact. I think he's saying, well, no, I have to deliver. It's all on me. I have to do it. And it's making him play poorly.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the type of guy to blame other people. Like, I think he's putting way too much pressure on himself. And part of it probably is because of the comments that he made. And you know what? He made those comments. He's got to live with them. And
Can't take
this
it
is
back.
his time to shine.
Yeah.
He got what he wanted,
Right.
and he has not performed so far.
So shake off that mind game part of it and just go out and play some ball with your guys.
Do what you do best.
Yeah, exactly, because there's a lot of talent on this team, and let's hope that, they can rally together, support each other, and show up ready to kick some butt on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Pitching staff, just keep doing what you're doing. We got Freeland and Marquez pitching the next 2 games. I think Marquez is on Sunday, then Freeland on Monday.
Pretty safe.
So, we
bets.
got 2 great pitchers. So, pitching staff, just keep doing what you're doing. Offense, this is for everybody except for Parra. Like, you guys just need to relax and just do what you've been doing all year. Like, you just look so uncomfortable.
Swing easy.
Yes, exactly.
We're still in this. Let's see what happens. We'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Laters.
Peace.
Toodles.